Located only 12 miles west of downtown Orlando, Ocoee, Florida offers suburban charm focused on community, family life, and livability, while still offering quick access to Disney World, Universal, and Lake Apopka. Hi, we're Jack and Erica with Hello Pumpkin Travels, and today we want to share with you some great places to eat, shop, and explore on your next trip to Ocoee, Florida. Ocoee began as a small citrus growing community in the mid 1800s thanks to their fertile soil and a nearby spring that made it ideal for farming. Our first stop is downtown Ocoee. Its historic district includes restored 19th and early 20th century buildings, including the Withers McGuire House, which was built in 1888. This is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Nothing starts the day off better in our minds than a donut. We're here at DG Donuts, located at 29 West McKee Street, Suite 200. DG Donuts is known for their oversized, beautifully decorated donuts and cozy, welcoming vibe. The owners actually started out of their home kitchen on a whim. Their goal was to bring homemade, unique donuts to Central Florida and hopefully make some new friends along the way. On the day we were here, we lucked into some Christmas-featured donuts. Since we love eggnog, we had to give the eggnog donut a try. We were so excited that we lucked into Christmas donuts. We then also grabbed a Boston cream because that is one of my favorite kinds of donuts. And we also grabbed their giant apple fritter. This was probably their best deal at only $8 for a fritter that is literally enough to share with you and all of your closest friends. It was huge. They also offer giant cinnamon rolls. However, by the time we were there, they were already sold out for the day. I can't wait to go back to try one of those because that sounds amazing to me as well. If that sounds like something you'd like, they do allow you to pre-order donuts on their website so you can make sure you get everything that you want. First, we started with the eggnog donut. The filling was spot on eggnog. We could not believe it. It was such a treat still being so far off from eggnog season. Next, we had the Boston cream. It was soft and the Boston cream filling was delicious. The best thing about filled donuts is when you have tons of filling, in our opinion, so we loved both of these. We felt like the filling to dough ratio was perfect. Finally, we tried the giant apple fritter. This was bigger than our heads. Now to us, this isn't your traditional apple fritter that you'd be used to. We think due to its size, you miss out on all the tiny pockets of apple cinnamon and glaze bites that usually just melt in your mouth. This one was more dough heavy. Now, this isn't to say that we wouldn't get it again, because we definitely would. For how cheap and shareable it is worth every penny. We would, however, try the giant cinnamon roll next. I know I've mentioned that before, but we also love cinnamon rolls, so the fact that you can get an $8 giant cinnamon roll just seems exciting to us and something we definitely want to eat. We also found that once we got home, we enjoyed the apple fritter more when we popped it into the microwave for about 10 seconds. Once our stomachs were stuffed, we decided to walk the sugar off by heading down to Book Rack. This was a quaint little used bookstore. On first appearance, we loved their Christmas tree made out of books. The employee said they did it years ago and it has still held up. The bookstore offered a great selection of old and new books with a cozy and inviting atmosphere. The employee was super welcoming and helpful, sharing information about the store and their book trade-in program. It even featured a children's section with chairs. Therefore, we had to let baby girl stroll around and grab some new books we thought she'd like. Their store also has a pet cat. We ended up meeting once we were leaving the store that was super friendly. We thought the prices of the books were definitely competitive, and the fact that they offer a trade-in program was even better. So if you're looking for a place to unwind and enjoy a little coffee, definitely check out the book rack. It offered some peace and quiet from our busy lives while we got to enjoy a lovely chat with an employee and search for new books. After heading out of the bookstore, we decided to continue our stroll through downtown Ocoee. Next to the bookstore were two more shops, Lola's Artesanisas and Chantel's Flower. Neither of these stores were open while we were there, but they looked fun and inviting based on the outside and what we could see through the windows. Next, we passed Antojitos Locos, which serves birria tacos, quesadillas, and other Mexican dishes. Across from Antojitos is Toll Road Company Brewing, which is Ocoee's first and finest craft brewery. This was also closed when we were there. However, from what we have found online, it is locally owned and they offer a wide selection of house-made brews and guest taps. They even have events like trivia, live music, and game nights. Seemed like a fun little spot to grab a drink. As we headed back to the car, our noses caught a delicious smell, barbecue. Ahead, we saw Nessa's Food and Barbecue Restaurant. This restaurant focuses on smoked ribs, pulled pork, and chicken. With our stomachs still stuffed from donuts, we did not give it a try. However, it smelled really good. From reviews online, people say the ribs are delicious and they felt like everything was a fair price for their portion. They love the barbecue sauce, saying it's the perfect balance of sweet, tangy, and spicy. From our trip today, downtown Ocoee is a great little spot to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It was laid back, and between donuts, barbecue, books, and beer, what more could you want? Let us know down in the comments if you have been and what your favorite place is. With only being a short drive to Disney, definitely pop over if you need a break from the crowds and a delicious donut. It will give you that feeling of rest everyone needs during a busy vacation. We're Jack and Erica with Hello Pumpkin Travels, and we'll see you round like a donut.